Saudi Arabia, the kingdom in the sand of the Arabian Peninsula, one of the richest Arabic countries, not to mention one of the richest across the globe. The Saudi royal family has more wealth than they know what to do with, thanks to their overwhelming dominance in the oil and gas global market. But now, it seems that they have turned towards the future. Hello, freedom seekers, and welcome back to Freedom Academy. You've got to hear what Saudi Arabia has planned. Before we even get there, the royal family in Saudi Arabia is interesting for many reasons. Around 70 to 80 years ago, massive oil reserves were found in the country of Saudi Arabia, and because of them, the country's fortune, and more directly the royal families, were forever changed. The 1970s and 80s were particularly successful for the state-owned oil company, Saudi Aramco, which propelled the House of Saud, as the royal family is also known by, into unrivaled wealth, making the clan of 15,000 members the wealthiest family several times over. I'm sure owning 98% of a $2 trillion company will do that for you. And that's how society sees the Saudi royal family today. Unimagined levels of extravagance on display for the whole world. Enormous palaces, massive super yachts, and purchasing large stakes in football clubs almost on a whim. But what if we told you Mohammed bin Salman, next in line for the throne, has a vision for the future of his country? A vision centred almost exclusively around self-sustenance and renewable energy. That would be hard to believe, right? Given how his family acquired their dazzling fortune, no one would imagine that he would be remotely interested in a concept that directly threatens the wealth he and the rest of his clan enjoy. Nevertheless, plans have been released and construction has apparently already started on The Line, a bizarre megacity that's supposed to revolutionise urban construction and diversify Saudi Arabia's economy. The plans for NEOM, also referred to simply as The Line, were initially proposed sometime in 2021. According to the minds behind the development, it represents the vision of what a new future might look like. Ideally, the line should represent a home for big dreamers who want to set new standards for sustainability and prosperity. We're going to cut in here just for a sec to check on you, freedom seekers. If you're liking the content so far, don't be shy, give us a like. You'll really be helping us out with that elusive YouTube algorithm. Now, back to the video. So, where were we? Right, NEOM. More recently, in July of 2022, new parameters have emerged regarding the concept city. 1. The city will be taller than the Empire State Building and is to be made up of 2 skyscrapers standing at an impressive 500 metres above ground. 2. The city will have no cars and therefore no roads. 3. It will only facilitate pedestrian traffic, as well as a high-speed monorail to transport people across the city in only 20 minutes. 4. It will supposedly only be 200 metres wide, but will be about 170 kilometres long. 5. The city will be constructed with massive mirrors on all sides. And number 6, the most important part, it won't be cheap. Its construction is estimated to cost hundreds of billions of dollars. What a surprise, am I right? Based on concept videos of the city, it looks like they've got some inspiration from watching some sci-fi movies. It would fit right in as a dystopian city in a movie set in the future. All jokes aside though, various officials have already voiced concern about the design of the super city. While they've applauded some aspects of the project, they raised valid points about the accessibility of the city. The designers appear to have assumed that once people start living there, they won't ever want to leave for any reason at all. Visiting friends and family? Simply going outside? Not going to happen, because the estimated 9 million residents are going to be so happy in their new homes they just won't feel like going anywhere else. As if. Simply put, it's not a new idea. The concept of creating a city from scratch has been tried before in countries all over, from Brazil to India to Malaysia. And time again, elaborate planning that started with a clean slate created a unique setting that eventually gave birth to its own set of problems. What those developers fail to realise is that while this clean slate approach can remove some city-borne problems head-on for the new city, it is of no help to other places suffering from the same problems. Not to mention that while The Line specifically promotes zero emissions and a smaller carbon footprint, the environmental impact will be huge because of the planned location, quite literally in the middle of the desert. We're coming up on the end of the video, but we have one final thing to say about this vision for the future. The Crown Prince, who was one of the main promoters of the project, has been involved in his fair share of controversies. We're sure you know what we're talking about. So naturally, this raises questions. Will the future residents of this citadel be subjected to the same laws that give Saudi Arabia's contemporaries on the global stage a sense of unease? Highly likely, and the government will still see the city as their own property. Will their undying faith in technology solve the problems they're trying to fix? Probably not, right? There's only so much technology can do. In conclusion, the vision that the Saudis see in The Line might just not pan out as they think it will. And that's it for us today here at Freedom Academy. If you enjoyed the content, you can hit that subscribe button down below and share it with anyone you think might like it. Let us know your thoughts about these new developments down in the comments. See you in the next video, and remember, you're always one decision away.